Hi, I'm Professor Wheeler at the University of South Florida, School of Accountancy. And in this video, we will talk about Enterprise Resource Planning Systems, known as ERP.
Enterprise Resource Planning Systems, ERP systems, options and alternatives. In this session, we will discuss some of the options involved in choosing and implementing ERP systems and some of the alternatives to ERP systems. Here's a diagram of an ERP system. Notice that it consists of a series of software modules, these squares and rectangles. At the core is OLTP, Online Transaction Processing. This unifies all your major business functions: sales, manufacturing, distribution, etc. Another major part of an ERP system is OLAP, Online Analytical Processing, and this is used by management. Often there's a third part, some additional add-on or bolt-on applications specific to that industry, or some kind of function that is not provided by the main ERP vendor. The software system, the business information system, is run off of an operational or production database. There's also often a data warehouse that management uses for OLAP, decision support for their management decisions. Often part of the old business information system will be carried forward and then linked into the ERP system. And then outside the company itself, through again ERP modules and internet connections, there would be connections to various business partners, customers, suppliers, etc. Okay, so let's look at options when choosing and implementing an ERP system. There are a couple of big picture decisions to make sure you get the right ERP vendor for your business. One is goodness of fit, and this is the match between the ERP's embedded business processes within their software and then the firm's current business processes. Not every ERP system is best for certain industries, so you want to go with best of breed. You want to find that one ERP system that is best in that area in which you also operate. For example, with HR, PeopleSoft is considered best of breed. With manufacturing, SAP is considered best of breed. So if you're a service company, you would probably go with PeopleSoft over SAP. One thing you want to avoid is reprogramming. If the split between your business processes and the ERP business processes is so great that reprogramming is required, then you need to consider a different ERP vendor with similar business processes to yours. Also, scalability is an important consideration. That's the system's ability to grow. If you are a medium-sized company expecting to go global within a few years, you would not want to pick a medium-sized ERP system that will not keep up with that growth. That's the scalability aspect. Let's look at some extras. We talked about these briefly. One was legacy system. So when choosing your ERP system, implementing your ERP system, how much of the old system, the old business information system, do you want to carry forward? It's called the legacy system, as opposed to a full implementation where you get rid of the prior business information system completely. Add-ons or bolt-ons, remember we mentioned those, specialized software from third-party vendors for certain functions that the primary ERP vendor doesn't provide adequate modules for. And then the data warehouse used by OLAP for decision support for management decision making. This is a very large database. It contains data from your operational database and from other external sources. There are some implementation choices that also have to be made. One is the pace of implementation, Big Bang versus phased in. Big Bang is where you switch operations from your prior system, the legacy system, to the ERP system in one single event. Phased in is where independent ERP units are installed over time, assimilated and integrated. Big Bang is quicker, but it's riskier. If something goes wrong with your ERP system, your entire company may shut down. Phased in takes longer, but it's less risky for the same reason. That if you only have one ERP module running and it doesn't work correctly, you're probably not going to have to shut down the entire business. Expect during implementation time and cost overruns, especially in the areas of training, testing and integration, and database conversion. Finally, choices when implementing ERP systems, expect disruptions. An ERP implementation is re-engineering. You're going to experience major changes in how the business is done. This frequently leads to personnel problems. Employees often oppose changes to the current business culture. This is known as user reluctance and inertia. And it is one of the major reasons that ERP implementations fail. So it's very important to have strong upper management support for the ERP implementation. Okay, let's finish up and discuss a few alternatives to our traditional ERP systems. Enterprise systems. An enterprise system automates and integrates all of the major business functions within a company. Two types of enterprise systems that we'll discuss here briefly: ERP systems and the best-of-breed systems. ERP systems, we've been looking at the traditional on-site approach where the hardware and software is installed at the company's premises. Another approach to ERP systems is the off-site approach where the internet is used. In this case, you can have web-based or cloud-based approaches to that, and a lot of the software and hardware is not required to be on the company's premises. Best-of-breed systems or patching approaches. There are many of these, but two we will discuss here: the Enterprise Application Integration, EAI, or Event-Driven Architecture, EDA. In both cases, EDA and EAI, the company would go out and look for the best software, the best modules from whatever vendor to run the various processes within that company, as opposed to going to a single ERP vendor. And then they use advanced patching technology, programming, to either through the EAI approach or the EDA approach to connect all of those modules and software systems into a smoothly running enterprise system, automating, integrating all your business functions. So the difference here between an EDA and an EAI: the EDA uses the internet model, network model, to patch together your various modules and is referred to as a push model. Enterprise application integration does not use that kind of model, but more of a traditional patching of different systems, and is called a pull system. Thank you.